Hey guys, what's going on? This is Matt here, and welcome back to the Black Ops 3 Mod Tools tutorial series. So then, this video we're going to be adding in the next area, so the next zone. Now, just to quickly point out, this video and the video directly after this, which is about Bible doors, are very closely linked. The only reason why these are two separate videos is just because well basically we're dealing with a lot of KVPs in the end, and I don't want to be getting people mixed up, especially if you're only watching a video to put a Bible door in. I don't want to be getting people confused with zones. I wanted to separate them, keep things nice and simple. That's really it. So this video we're going to be making another zone, putting some zone spawners in there, and giving some, just putting a bit of ground in just so we can actually make it into a new area. Then the next video we'll be putting in the actual door to make this zone activated. So in a previous video, I went over a bit of theory about zones and what they're used for, so I'll just quickly repeat what I said, just to give you guys a bit of a refresher. So, zones are effectively to control the player and also to control the zombies, okay? So, if the player steps into a zone, which is basically an area, okay? We put a big volume, big sort of box around an area, and that is a zone, okay? If the player steps into a zone which has not been activated, aka not been opened, the player will die, because they are out of bounds, they are out of the map at that moment. So that's one use for it. It basically keeps your player in where they're supposed to be. Also, if you haven't opened a zone, you don't want zombies to be spawning in that area because you've not opened to that area yet. Now, equally, if you are in an area currently, you want zombies preferably to be spawning either in that same area or in a close by area, not somewhere across the map. So zones pretty much make sure that zombies are spawning around you or where you currently are. Okay, so it's pretty important to be getting your zone set up. Otherwise, you'll only ever have like one zone in your entire map, which isn't really a map. It's it's a single room, pretty much. So, enough talk, let's get to it. So I'm going to quickly just filter out my clips because there's no need to have them quite yet, and I'm really quickly just going to be drawing out some floor out here. I'm going to make it into quite a large area actually, just because I plan on putting a load of perks in here eventually. Before we get on to properly detailing stuff, I want to put in all the features first, and then we'll get on to making things look nice. I think that's the way I might do it. So really quickly just put in that and put in a nice higher wall just so the player can't jump over. Really quick stuff here. Up to about there, there's no way they'll be able to jump over a 64 unit higher wall. Like so. I'm not going to bother doing the thing with the corners just because I'm not keeping this forever. It's just so I can get the zone stuff done. So I'm going to give it a really quick texture. Give some wood floorboards, and we'll texture the outside walls using, let's go for some plaster, there we go, and just texture the tops as well. Lovely. So there's our second area, if you will. Not really an area, but it's it's something to demonstrate with. So what we're going to do is we'll go inside the map. If you don't have this zone, of course make sure you have it to begin with. This is our start zone. If you can't see it, make sure your volume's checked over here, and you can see it. So all we're going to do is we're going to select this, and we're going to basically copy it over. Now, if you don't have this zone, I will actually be showing you guys all the KVPs you need. I'm not going to be making one from scratch again. There's no need. So just copy and paste that over. Remember, fill it the entire size of your zone. I'm just going to make it into an actual box this time. I'll bring it down. So you can see we have the second area zoned. Show you guys the KVPs, just make sure you have them. So all you're going to need to do is if you don't have this, I did make a video when I did zoning previously. I can't remember the exact name of it, but if you look back, I'm sure you'll be able to find that. All I did was I got an info volume by going up to Entity Browser, tapped in volume, like so. I went down to info, I dragged this into the map, which is basically this, but obviously much smaller. I dragged it to size, and then added the target name. So I changed the target name to the zone name, and added script noteworthy player volume under add KVP. And now you should be at this stage if you don't already have it. So that's all you need to do to create a volume in case you don't have one. So target name is the zone name. So in this case, I'm going to be using exterior zone because it's an outdoor area. You can name this whatever you want, just make it consistent throughout the entire thing. So I'm going to do an exterior zone, Serious zone, there we go. Copy that, because I'm going to use it a second again. Now, because when we come out here, we still want zombies to be spawning out here, surely. So I'm going to put a riser right in the very middle, just so we have something out here. So I'm going to add a KVP, and this is going to be target. Paste that in there, spawners. Simple as that. So you need these 3 KVPs, target name, script noteworthy, and target. Of course, target name and target are the ones that you'd be changing, depending on your zone name. Target is pretty much a follow-on from target name. You just got the underscore spawners at the end, because that's what we're going to be targeting. So whatever you want to call your zone, call it that. And that's pretty much it there, guys. Now we're going to go into the map and grab a riser. I believe that is a riser. Yes, it is. I'm going to copy that over into the map, right in the center. There we go. Now you can see it's got these weird lines. This is because it doesn't recognize what zone it's in. Okay, so this doesn't have anything targeting it, right? So it's targeting this, but it doesn't find it. So let's find it. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to select our pre-existing riser. We know it's a riser because it's got a find flash, so it's going to go straight after the zombie. If you do want to add, you know, a window barricade for your second zone, this is the exact same as the start zone, the way zombies are set up. I'm just putting a riser in just for, pretty much just because it's faster, it's easier. So target name, I'm going to now change this to, instead of start zone spawners, it's now going to be exterior zone spawners. And it's as easy as that, guys. As soon as we have our door set up, which as I said, I'll be doing that in the next video, we'll be able to buy this door. It'll lead us out here. It'll know this zone, and it'll start spawning a spawner over here now. That's what you need to do, guys. Change the KVP, preferably copy an existing zone, make your life a bit easier, or you can just create one, as I showed you earlier, using Entity Browser, and add the correct KVPs. Add your KVP to your spawner, as you've got here, just changing your target name and the script string, depending on if it's, you know, going straight for the player or if you're adding a zombie barricade in, depending on what you want. But that's it, guys. That's how to add your second zone in. So I'll see you guys over in the next video where we can add the functionality to these 2 doors, and we can actually make this into a playable space. I can show you guys it actually working in game. So thanks for watching this. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. See ya.